my own song. No way.
Right.
I just can't.
Right.
I've never been able to. Ever.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. It would be like physically birthing 4 children of my own and then trying to just like go take someone else's kid. Like, no, I definitely am obsessed with my children who are chemically attached to my brain by genetics and biology.
Right.
Like, that's how I feel about my songs. Like, I'm like, no, I don't want to sing that guy's song because I got like 50 songs right now that I could sing that are my songs.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
That's well said. Yeah.
That's what you're here for, to be you. That's what.
Yeah, I just can't do it. I mean, every now and then I like to throw little quotes into my songs. So I'll do a guitar solo and then I'll have the section break it down.
Right.
And then over my chord progression of my song, I'll sing another line of someone's other song just to like do a medley and kind of entertain the crowd.
For sure.
I'll do that. But I'm not going to just like play a set of covers. I can't do it. I can't even imagine doing it. I'd rather host karaoke. I'd rather host karaoke than be in a wedding band.
I would not only not host it, I wouldn't go to karaoke.
I think karaoke's a blast.
And
I think the whole idea behind it is phenomenal. Because some people want that outlet. Some people really want to feel like they're on American Idol. It's beautiful. Absolutely. I love it. These people like have these lives that have nothing to do with music, and they just show up and they're like, all right, I'm just going to pretend like I'm on The Voice. And they just get up at Applebee's and they're like, hey, I'm at Applebee's, and I'm just going to sing in front of people. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's like,
they just sing. I think it's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful concept.
Just like the most they've expressed in like 5 years to anyone. Like,
yeah, exactly. Just like this guy sits at a desk all day and like all of a sudden he just gets up and starts singing Led Zeppelin. And you're just like, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly.
We need that shit.
Yeah.
Some people need to like have fun with music. We need that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
See,
I would rather do that. I feel like it's a good cause, at least.
Yeah, absolutely. For the greater good.
We had my last guest on his name's Jason Hartless, as a Berkeley student and the drummer for Ted Nugent. But he's a session musician, is what he calls himself. And he was telling me a little about his time there. What was Berkeley like for your experience being out that way?
It was really hard because it wasn't what I expected, and of course, like I had to learn the life lesson of like expectations versus reality and how to handle it whenever it's not the same or even anywhere close to what you thought it was going to be.
Right.
So I had to learn that life lesson for the first time ever. So that was hard, and also I was. The climate in Boston is just atrocious, especially compared to Boston. Ooh. You're used to sun and heat and like summery vibes and stuff. Like, don't move to Boston.
No,
he just got back from Cape Cod.
Yeah,
it's probably already cold in Cape Cod.
Yeah, I think so.
By the time like October hits, it's gonna be like 50 degrees going down to 40 in Cape Cod.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
That's one of those weird things you have to love.
It's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold there all the time.
Yeah.
With some very little exceptions. Not nearly as warm or sunny as Austin. So that was very hard for me. And then it's just hard. It's hard to make friends when you're not in a permanent situation. It's hard to set up a life when you know that you're just here to go to school. And
even though they're like, you'll be around like-minded people, blah, blah, blah. And it's like...
Some of them were like-minded, but a lot of them were cutthroat, man. A lot of them were like either cutthroat or they were focused. So they're like, this is what I'm doing, and you're not my priority. It wasn't like a community thing. It was like, we're here to get somewhere.
Yeah.
So
that
was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard. Yeah, but the school itself was good. The curriculum was great. I learned a lot of really great stuff. I learned how to use a lot of music technology, like music software, music programs, musical equipment. I learned how to use a lot of equipment. And at Berkeley, I also learned how to use like digital audio workstations like Pro Tools and stuff. And
is that where your stage persona kind of took form? where you flourished? Did you always have an
No,
enthusiasm?
I did not flourish there. I was a complete hermit. I didn't know anybody. I had 2 friends. I did 10 hours of homework every day. I tested out early, and I graduated early. I didn't even walk.
Wow.
I only did the school. I was obsessed with the school. And I just was obsessed with learning as much from the school as possible. So I did like 10 hours of homework every day. I was never doing the homework that I got that day because I was too busy doing the homework from 3 days before. Like, I never did homework the day I got it. That's how much homework I had.
Right.
It was very challenging curriculum that I chose. And it all had to do with arranging and writing and using computer programs. So I was always in my dorm or the lab or the library. Those were the only 3 places I was, except for like maybe the cafeteria. I had like 3 friends. I didn't even hang out with them very often. And I graduated a year early, and I left immediately. I didn't even walk. Mm-hmm. I didn't go through the commencement ceremony or anything. I went there and I got it over with.
Wow.
And I learned a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But people are always like, did you know? I'm like, nope. I just like cut it off. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody.
Wow. Well.
I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot of shit. I learned how to arrange. I learned how to arrange for several different instrumentations, like a barbershop quartet or a 3-piece trio or a jazz quartet or a big band. I did big band arranging. I did orchestral arranging. We did like a intro to film scoring course. I learned so much about arranging. We had to convert a popular rock song into a 4-piece barbershop quartet song.
Dust in the Wind.
4-piece chorale. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, like we did all these like arranging challenges where it was like, arrange this melody and drum beat for a string quartet.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, fuck it, let's do it. You had to like put your own chords on it because it was just a melody and beat.
Right.
So then I'd have to get at the piano and play the melody and find chords to put underneath it so that the strings would have something to play.
Yeah.
Like, it was a brain exercise all 3 years I was there. All 3 years.
Wow.
We had to listen to recordings and write out the parts, transcribe the parts from the recordings, and literally by hand notate them to sheet music.
Wow.
That was the project we had to do. So my ears got way better. My ears are never going to be the same after that.
Wow.
But it was fucking hard. It felt like grad school, man.
Yeah.
I only worked. I only did school.
Yeah.
I did school, and then when I wasn't doing school, I was playing video games because you couldn't go outside.
Right. Yeah.
I played Elder Scrolls Oblivion for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's what I was like.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that's a great answer. That's actually exactly what
I just grinded.
Yeah.
Like, nobody else I felt like nobody else took the school as seriously as I did.
That's
I felt like the reason why I only had a 4.0 GPA is because it was like literally by default and they just rounded it up.
Okay.
Nobody else did the school the way that I did it. Everybody else was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go to the jam and get network.
Yeah.
That's what everybody else does, and they drop out after a year.
Right.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm
like one of the 30% that graduated. It only has a 30% graduation rate, by the way.
Yeah. You made the call
Maybe
you should have made. Got away
Maybe
from
it's gotten better.
Yeah.
But when I got there, the commencement speech, or not commencement, the like intro speech.
Yeah.
Where like they load everybody in your class into one building and they like do orientation. That's it.
Right.
The guy was like, all right, everybody, look to your left, look to your right. One of you 3 is going to be gone by the end of this semester, and the next one is going to be gone by the end of this year.
My God.
Like, we have a 67% dropout rate. That's what they said.
Cutthroat. Oh, my God.
They're like, we have a 67% dropout rate, so wait till the second year to make friends.
Yeah.
I'm serious. God. This guy just said that.
First day, pretty much.
I'm like fucking 18 years old, and he just said that. I'm like,
You're like, wow.
I'm not used to that shit. I went to elementary, middle school, and high school with all the same people.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here like, oh.
Wow. Well, that sets the tone, it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the second day I was there.
Right.
Wow. Awkward to the core.
It was really rough, man. Yeah. Every time, and it was true. I had a whole group of friends my first semester. I had a fucking blast.
Yeah.
I had so much fun. And they literally all dropped out. Second semester, I went back to school, and literally not one of them was still there.
Wow. Damn. Wow.
Not one. We had sleepovers. We went downtown together.
Yeah.
We were friends. We went out to eat. It was sick.
Yeah.
We even jammed in our dorm rooms together. It was like college dream. The first semester was the only good time I had there.
Wow.
And they literally all were gone in February.
Wow.
January, whenever it starts.
Yeah.
All of them, man.
Wow. Yeah, I have a few buddies who only lasted a semester over there. That's amazing that it's actually that.
It's
high.
really that. It's you
Yeah.
can't, even if you want to make friends there, it's cross your fingers. You find someone, because you know how hard it is to make friends. You got to find people who vibe with your personality.
Yeah, and I mean, it sounds like it's
and
so
who aren't weird, you know?
Right.
It's hard. It's fucking hard, and nobody has an easy time making friends, because it's you think someone's your friend, and then 3 months later, they're weird, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's these people, we were friends, man. We immediately latched onto each other.
Yeah.
It was awesome, and then they all abandoned me.
Oh, man. And then you were like, all right, now I just got to grind out this.
Yeah. Well, now it's all right, so I've spent $60,000.
Yeah.
I can't drop out, because then what the hell was that $60,000?
Yeah.
So I was well, I'm just going to graduate early then. And then I started testing out of classes and taking courses over the summer and stuff so that I could get out of there as soon as possible and say that my money was well spent.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
But they're almost there shouldn't be schools in 50 years. It's all going to be online. We'll see.
Yeah. This tuition's ridiculous, and they don't make any sense.
Yeah.
Better getting a PhD.
I guess it's just their overhead, maybe, for the buildings. So once the buildings go away, I think you're right.
Yeah.
So where are the next set of dates upcoming for you? When do they begin?
Since this weekend was canceled, I got 2 days in the studio, and then I got 3 days off. And then I leave on August 6th.
Oh, that's my sister's birthday. Yeah. So, get up.
Yeah, I got tomorrow and the next day, all-day studio sessions to finish this project, and then I got the next 3 days after that off. But I always put off in quotes, because, if we don't get everything done on Wednesday, I don't know why I wouldn't book another studio session. So it might turn into 3 days in the studio. Yeah. I always put off in quotes. Once people find out I'm home, they're like, hey.
Hi.
Swooping. Yeah.
Are you around?
Exactly.
And standing in the doorway of the terminal.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Some people are even more intense about it, and they literally go on my website and they send me an email so I see that you have a break in your schedule between these 2 days.
Oh no.
You're gonna be in Austin?
I love the JV squad.
I'll be in
people.
Austin. Yeah, exactly.
And I'm just I have no choice but to say yes. I can't lie.
Right.
So I'm saying I got 3 days off.
Yeah.
Do you have plans for later this year in mind or anything?
Yeah.
Already?
For touring or for Austin?
Just in general with touring and schedule. Sounds like you already have enough you're doing to begin with.
Well, September is going to be pretty lit. I'm going to be in Alaska until September 3rd, and then I go to Tulsa and Little Rock, Arkansas, and then I go to Nashville and Ohio.
Nice.
Okay.
And then I get back on September 15th, and then I got some gigs around and in Austin that are going to be really fun.
You gotta find
and
time.
October, I'm going to the beach for a family trip, so I'm going to actually get a little bit of a vacation.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do something in Charlottesville.
No
Really?
way.
Yeah. It's called Festy.
Oh, sweet.
Festy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know you
Yeah,
were
I'm gonna
coming
do that.
through to the. Oh wow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because we'll
Fuck yeah, we'll see you
both grew up around here,
there.
so.
I forgot you guys are just straight up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm doing
What's
Festy.
this-
It hasn't been confirmed yet, but I actually think it has. I think it's been confirmed, but I just don't think it's been announced yet.
Right.
I don't know. But I'm doing that, and then I'm going to do something in D.C. in October also. And then we're going to just see what else we can get around that time. And then I got some stuff around Texas, like Dallas and stuff, also in October. And I got this cool corporate gig. And then November, I'm playing